2015 sees the return of a much-loved series.
This is the planet Earth, the home of the human race.
This is the Clangers planet. Quiet, isn't it? All is peaceful. All is silent.
Michael Palin is recording the narration for a brand new version of the series.
I wonder what it's doing here.
First created by Oliver Postgate and Peter Firmin over 40 years ago, the original episodes were made in an old stable on Peter Firmin's farm in Kent. Now Peter and Oliver's son Dan are visiting the set of the new production
that you're illustrating at the moment.
Oh, so this is the final scene in this episode, The Giant Plant. So it's when Small and Tiny have just planted.
Dan thinks his father Oliver would have approved.
When I've been writing the scripts, Oliver's voice is in my head. With Major Clanger in the new series, he's got his own workshop and he's very busy with inventions. Oliver himself is sort of seeping into Major Clanger in the stories, really, because he was very much the same. He was an inventor and he'd be busy coming up with contraptions, you know.
I'm glad you got some hoopy plants, because I saw those, you know...
Oh, yes, because that's important, isn't it? Because Tiny Clanger did have one of those for her hoopycopter.
Hoopycopter. Yeah.
I don't know about this executive... I don't know really what it means. I keep looking at films on television and seeing executive producer. I wonder what they did. I don't have to do much. Occasionally provide a sketch or two and, you know, talk about things, but it's lovely to have ideas and see them being carried out by people in such a good way.
Technology's moved on since the 1960s, so there is a danger of losing the charm of the original series.
We understand there's going to be a lot of eyes on this show, and I can imagine that, you know, people have mentioned picket lines outside the studio, possibly. Stop motion is what it is, so it's very important to do this show in the way that it was done in the first place. The way we're doing it is the only way that, frankly, can be done.
When I first saw some examples of the animation, I was just bowled over. I just thought, yes, this is absolutely fine, it's going to work. Because the animation might have brought a sophistication which was sort of at odds with the spirit of the programme, you know. But as it happens, I think it's absolutely spot on.
And all of the clangers are still hand-knitted in 4-ply wool.
The colour is called rose pink. We've got a drawer full here. It was quite important to get it all from the same batch. There's some ears on the desk over there that are semi-made up, but that's the little cover for the ears.
Peter Firmin called on his wife Joan to help him make the original clangers. Now it's the turn of puppet makers McKillen and Saunders, and for them it's been a bit of a labour of love.
They were children's television as we were growing up, and it's shows like sort of Clangers and Bagpuss, I suppose, that sort of, you know, got my interest in puppet making and I suppose inspired me to sort of get involved in animation.
Series producer Dan Madicott has a very important job to do.
Small Clanger.
Everything the clangers say is still scripted in English. All in keeping with the spirit of the original series.
One of the great things about the Clangers was the original narration, Oliver Postgate's narration, had a sort of quality to it which was sort of very laid back and reassuring, yet also intimate. And it was a very, very important part for me of the appeal of the Clangers, was this rather reassuring voice guiding you through.
So, which is your favourite?
My favourite character is Soup Dragon.
The Soup Dragon.
Soup Dragon. She's really expressive, great character, beautifully made puppet. She's got big bright eyes and she's just really nice to work with, and I think when you see the finished animation, she's very expressive.
Favourite one? I quite like Major.
Major. Just because I understand him, this wonderful character who thinks he can solve everything and never can quite.
No, I haven't got a favourite. It's a family. It's like my own family. You don't have favourites. You treat them all alike.
Now, 85 years old, Peter has been working in children's TV since 1959.
It's been a very happy existence because it was a very pleasant way of growing up, surrounded by the kids and working with Oliver and making these things for children. Oliver and I sort of really stopped making films in the 80s. This is quite a surprise that it should all be happening again and being treated like an ancient who's sort of survived all those years and still around. It's made my life a joy to see it all happening again.
Find out when we add new clips and build a playlist especially for your child by subscribing for free to the CBeebies YouTube channel.